Guys, in this lab, I'll show you. First of all, I'll create a private single VPC. As you can see here, VPC1, and inside the VPC1, I'll create three Linux server, server 1, server 2, server 3. Then I'll verify or I'll ping server 1 to server 2, server 2 to server 3, and server 1 to server 3. Can all VM communicate with each other inside a single private VPC network or not? I'll show you inside the lab. This is the first lab, guys. As you can see here, in this second lab, I'll create both separate VPC like VPC1 and VPC2. Then I'll verify can both VM communicate with each other inside a different private VPC network. I'll ping server 1 to server 4. As you can see here, I'll create one Linux server inside the VPC1. Then I'll create another server using the VPC2 private network. Guys, let's switch to the GCP console web portal page. I'll guide you all details inside the lab. Guys, as you can see here, I already logged in inside the GCP console web portal page. First of all, guys, you can click on navigation menu bar, then click on VPC network. Then guys, you click on create VPC network. As you can see here, then fill all the information field here. The name of the VPC network as VPC private 1. For an example, this is VPC 1 or VPC private 1. Then guys, you can create a subnet here. The subnet is subnet 1. The name of the subnet is subnet 1. Then region I selected here for an example like US Central 1. As you can see here, US Central 1. Then IPv4 ranges I'll add 10.2.0.0/24. This is the CIDR range value, guys. Then rest of the field leave as it is. Then before you click on create button, just verify the name of the VPC. As you can see here, VPC private 1. Then I selected as custom mode here, the custom. Then I created one subnet. The name of the subnet is subnet 1. And I selected the regional here, guys. Then click on create here and wait a couple of seconds to create your new VPC. As you can see here, the VPC private 1 successfully created here now. Then guys, you can navigate to the Compute Engine web portal page. As you can see here, guys, this is the Compute Engine web portal page. Now I'll create 3 server here. Then I'll show you how do you verify for each server inside a single private VPC network. Then guys, first click on create instance. Then fill first name of the instance as server 1. Then select here US Central. Select the correct region, guys, here US Central. Then guys, all the remaining field leave as it is. Only you can change the networking tab here inside the advanced option. Already you know, guys. Then network interface, guys, you can select our private VPC network, VPC private 1, you can select here. And as you can see here, the subnet 1 already selected here. Remaining field, guys, you leave as it is. Then click on done. Then click on create button here. It might take couple of seconds, guys. Then guys, now as you can see here, guys, the server 1 is creating here now. As you can see here, guys, the server 1 is successfully created here now. Then I'll create another server 2. Then select the region as US Central and change the zone. Then you can click on advanced button, click on networking, then change the network inside the network interface select your VPC private 1 here, then click on done, then click on create. It might take couple of seconds guys. As you can see here, server 2 is also successfully created here now. Then create another server now. This is server 3. Then change the region here guys. Then you can click on advanced button, click on networking, then select your private network VPC private 1 here, then click on done, then click on create button. As you can see here, the server 3 is creating here now guys. As you can see here, server 1, server 2, server 3 is successfully created here now guys. First I'll show you, I'll ping server 1 to server 2. As you can see here, this is the private internal IP. The server 2 is 10.2.0.3 and the server 1 is 10.2.0.2. As you can see here, first I'll connect to the server 1. Click on SSH guys, already you know that. Guys, as you can see here, the server 1 is successfully connected here. I'll connect inside the root. Guys, now I'll guide you. Can server 1 communicate with each other, server 2 directly? First of all guys, you can copy the internal IP for server 2 as you can see here. Then ping from server 1. As you can see here guys, I'll show you. This is the server 2. As you can see here, this is the server 2 internal IP here. Now I'll ping from server 1 to server 2. Then guys, press enter. Guys, as you can see here, server 1 directly communicate with each other in server 2 inside a private VPC network. As you can see here, all the packets response from server 2. Then guys, press Ctrl C for stop. Similarly guys, I'll show you now. Can server 1 directly communicate with server 3? Then copy the internal IP from server 3. Now I'll show you. I'll ping from server 1 to server 3 now. Guys, as you can see here, both server 1 and server 3 communicate with each other inside a private network. Now, similarly guys, now I'll connect to the server 2. Click on SSH as you can see here. Guys, if you are facing issue to connect with any server 1, server 2, then you can create a firewall rule. Then you can allow all the port so that easily you can connect through any Linux server. Guys, as you can see here, now the server 2 is successfully connected via SSH here now. Now guys, I'll verify, can server 2 communicate with each other directly with server 3? Then I'll copy the internal IP from server 3. Then guys, I am inside the root here, so that first I type the command as sudo, then command as ping, then you can paste your internal IP, then press enter. Guys, as you can see here, server 2 directly communicate with each other server 3 and all the packets are response from server 3. Then guys, press Ctrl C to stop, then Ctrl L for clear. Now guys, you can understand, inside a single private network, all the Linux server are communicate with each other directly. Now guys, I'll guide you, can in the separate or both different private network all the server can communicate with each other or not. Now I'll guide you inside the lab. Then guys, you can navigate to the VPC network again. Then create a new VPC network now. As you can see here, VPC private 1, then I'll create VPC private 2 now. Private 2, then as you can see here, I selected as custom, then I select the subnet 2 here, a name of the subnet as subnet 2, then region I'll select Europe West 1 as you can see here, then IP ranges 10.5.0.024. I selected the IPv4 ranges here, then click on done, then leave all the remaining field as it is guys, then click on create button here and wait a couple of seconds to create your new private VPC network. Guys, as you can see here, VPC private 2 network is successfully created here now. Then guys, you can create a firewall rule because you can enable the SSH port via firewall rule here. Then click on firewall. Guys, in our upcoming session, I'll guide you all the detail how to create a firewall rule, firewall policy. Just I'll show you here now the name of the firewall, my VPC2. Then select the VPC private 2 here, then you can select your service account here, then you can source, then allow all, then click on create. I selected all the IPv4 ranges here guys. Now guys, I'll navigate to the Compute Engine web portal page. Now I'll create another server here guys. This is server 4. The name of the server I added here as server 4 guys. Then region Europe West 1. Then you can click on advanced option, click on networking, then select your desired private VPC network, VPC2, then click on done, and all the remaining field guys you can leave as it is, then click on create button. Guys, as you can see here, the server 4 is successfully created here now. Guys, now I'll guide you. Can server 1 directly communicate with each other in server 4? Guys, as you can see here, this is the server 1 already I connected on here. Similarly guys, I'll also connect server 4 via SSH as you can see here. As you can see here guys, server 4 is successfully connected via SSH here now. Now first of all, I'll copy the internal IP. As you can see here, internal IP from server 1 guys here as you can see here. Then I'll copy the internal IP here. The internal IP is 10.2.0.2. Then I'll ping from server 4 as you can see here. This is the server 4 guys. 10.2.0.2. This is the internal IP. Just I'll show you guys. This is the internal IP 10.2.0.2. Then press enter. Then wait a couple of seconds. As you can see here guys, there is no response from server 1 because the server 1 created by different VPC network. Already you know guys, the VPC 1 and server 4 is created in another VPC network, that is VPC 2. So that the both different server network cannot be directly communicate with each other, so that it required for network peering. Guys, in our upcoming session I'll guide you how to create a network peering with both different VPC network so that you can easily understand it. Guys, similar ways, just I'll copy the internal IP from server 4, then I'll try to ping from server 1 so that you can easily understand it. Sudo ping, then Ctrl V, then guys press enter. As you can see here guys, server 1 cannot be directly communicate with server 4. Now guys, I hope so you can understand how do you communicate with multiple server inside a single VPC network, and if you can communicate with each other in different private VPC network, then you need for network peering concept. Guys, in our upcoming session, I'll show you in more detail inside the lab so that you can easily understand it. Thank you and have a great day. See you in the next session.